Okay, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us back. We are starting now the afternoon session. And our first session, we have Kevin and Gillis that will talk about how to automate HR process using Power Automate. So, hi Kevin.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Fine, thank you. So, without saying anything else, I will give you the stage so you can start. Thank you very much for joining us today for the MVP Days, and the stage is yours.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I will share my screen or okay. Okay, we'll start now. So first of all, I'm Kevin Treloan. I'm living now in France, and I'm MVP Office Apps and Services. You have here my contact, and now I leave the place to Jill, my friends, to speak about it.
So hello, I'm Gilles Pommier. So I'm living in France, Montpellier, in the south of France. I'm an Office 365 expert, and I'm an MVP business application since this year.
Okay, thank you, Jill. Now I begin first part of presentation about the recruitment process, and after I leave the place to Jill to speak about another experience. So the first of all, when you want to create recruitment process with automating process, you have three steps. The first step is to create forms to allow applicants to apply to HR. Because without you receive email or call by phone, and it's not automatic process, or you cannot automate this process with this entry. So the first of all is to create a forms, and I will show you. Secondly, to administrate the demand, we create a SharePoint list to allow the HR team to process application. And after that, we set up a Power Automate feed to automate mailing to applicants when the request has been processed. So now, if you have Microsoft 365, you have with it an app whose name Forms, and with this application you can create many forms, and it's really easy. So now to create a forms, I prefer show you a method who are really simple. You open Microsoft Teams, and in a Teams, in this example, it's the HR team. You can add an application, and you can click on the tab and choose Forms applications, and after that you have editing mode, and you can create as many questions as it will be necessary to properly qualify the need of the recruitment. And as you see here, you have forms. It's in French, sorry, because this is a real forms. And you have in the center of my screen the editing mode of these forms, and you have here all the questions for demander. And on the right side, you have the forms for the demander, and it's the sharing links. After you have created the forms, you must also sharing these forms with your internal customers. And to do that, the good answer is to add on the intranet. So if you have SharePoint intranet, you can do that easily. To do that, you must click on your SharePoint pages and click on Edit the Pages. And after that, you can click on the link in the page and add the link to the HR site with the link who are generating by forms automatically. And also, like we want to be automatically informed that where demand is sending, you can use also the Microsoft Forms models could alert the HR teams. And to do that, you must use the Forms and Microsoft Teams models. And when Guy send a new forms response, the team receive a message in a channel in team HR for example, and it's really easy if you do that. The second part of implement the process is to capture all the answer in the forms and add features to the HR teams to manage all the demands. And to do that, we could create a SharePoint list to allow the team to process this application. And to do that, you can open the SharePoint behind the scene on the team of the HR team. And in this, you must click on Content. And on the content, you can click on New menu and choose List to create a new list. You have this screen, and in this screen, you create the name of the list you want. So here it's the recruitment demand. And after that, you click on Create on the back. When it's finished, you have here the back office of your list. And in this back office, you must create a column for each questions you have creating before in the forms. And it's really important you choose the good type of column because for each questions in your forms, you have a type of questions, And in SharePoint list, the type must be the same as the forms. So here you have an example of these questions, and you must to add all the questions here. When you have finished, you must to set up the Power Automate feed to automate mailing to the applicants, and also you can create another Power Automate feed to register all the response of the forms in this SharePoint list. So you have a template to do that, and this template is named Save Responses to Forms in SharePoint, and you can just follow the step-by-step in the model, and it's really easy and fast to do that. And I think non-information user, technician user, sorry, can do that, because it's really simple, and you can test it really easy. For example, you have here blank screen. I will show my screen. I don't know if you see all my screen, but you have here, for example, my forms. It's the editing mode, and here you have the Power Automate flow, and here you can select the forms, another select forms, and after you have conditions. And for example, here I can change the text to personalize or custom my email when a responder have clicked on send on the forms. And it's not really complicated, and you have in this the possibility of add another content from the forms, from the questions of the forms here. And for example, I can add the objects, and when it's finished, I just click register, save, and my forms and my automate flow is ending and works. And you can here click on verified to see if your flow is okay. I have no error, no advertisement, so it's okay. And I can click on register, test. I can do that, test here. The test is in process. So it's really it's really not speed. Sorry for the delay. It's my internet connection. I see it's not really fast. So when the flow is ending, you can click here, and you have you have here all the execution of your flow. And if the flow is not working, you can see here when it's not working. But I cannot share you here because it's in process, but it's really easy to do that. I have finished my my presentation. Have you questions so I can where I can answer to do that? No, there are no chats. Okay, it's finished for me, so I leave Gilles to begin his presentation.
Okay. I don't know if you see my screen. Yeah. Okay, so for this, it's okay? Do you see my screen? That's fine?
Yeah, we see.
Yeah. Okay, so in the second part, what I want to show you today is on this onboarding process. So thanks, Kevin, for the first part. And the second part on the process is the contract generation. So of course, when you do an onboarding process, you for new employees, one of the goals is to create a new contract for the employees, and it's something very easy to do with Office 365. And for that, you need on one side you need SharePoint, and on the other side you will need Power Automate to create the contract. So just to show you the results, and after that I will explain how it works. The goal will be so the first step is in SharePoint, because in SharePoint, I've got a SharePoint list here with multiple fields that are available. And the goal is for a manager, for example, when you want to have new employees and to generate the contract, the goal is to insert a new line, a new entry in this list. So this list is just a SharePoint list. Of course, it could be Power Apps forms, but for this demonstration, it will be only a SharePoint list. So my new employee, I have to enter all the information for this employee, and so his name. Here, so the employee will have a manager, of course, and then so the contract will be sent to his email address, to his personal email address, because so far you don't have an Office 365 address in my company. So I will send by email this contract. So I need an address. So sorry, it's my own address, a French address. The salary, of course, so it's a big one. And so it's Mr. Date of birth, of course. So it's not correct, but it's just to go fast for this demo. So I have to put the name, the month's salary, the nationality will be French. The personal email, so I need to enter the information of his personal email address. With that, you will receive the contract by email. So this is my email address, and you will see place of birth, I would say Paris, the social security number, the start date of the contract, for example. So all the fields that I have created before in this list, so you can add more fields if you want, of course. And So I put the last name before the first name, but that's fine. And when I click on save, it will create, it will enter the new item in my list. And after that, it will create a new contract because I have Pro-Automate workflow. So I just want to show you that the workflow is running. So I just want to show you this workflow. I expect to have the results now, but this workflow, how it works. In this workflow, it will run when a new item is created in this list. So when a new item is created in this list, and just if we want to see better like this, when a new item is created in this list, I have a process to create my contract. So my contract has been created automatically in my document library. If I click on contract here, I have normally, yes, here I have a new contract that is available a few seconds ago for my employee here. And I have created also a PDF file, so the same one in PDF. So for this user here, and if I click on this contract, it is a PDF file. No, sorry. Just let me do something like that. No, sorry, it's not possible for me to click on the contract. So I will just download the contract. I can do that. And I would just want to show you. So this is a contract I have created for these users with, you see, the name, the dynamic information that are here with the security number, the address, and everything that I need. And how I did that. So I have a Pro-Automate here who will, the trigger is when an item is created in this list. And when an item is created in this list, I'm using a template of the contract. So I have a template contract that is available. And how work this template, because it's the most important thing. I just want to show you this template. This is a Word template. And in this template, I have dynamic information like this in this template. You see? How did I create that? I create that with the insert, and I click on insert, I insert quick part. Here, you see, so it's in French, so in French it's propriété de document, but it's a quick part. And with this quick part, I have all the information from SharePoint that are available. So I just put all the dynamic information in my template. And in my Pro-Automate, the goal is to get a copy of that template. Then this template so far is empty, of course, only with the dynamic information. After that, I will create a file, a Word document, which is a copy of this one with the last name and first name and the content. And the most important step is the following one. When I update file properties here, the goal is to use what we call the content type, because it's a mechanism that is available in SharePoint, the content type, which is a contract. And when I put this content type here, automatically, I have all the fields that are available for me. So the only thing I have to do is to get all the different information that comes from my trigger when the item is created, and I just replace all the information, the last name, the first name, the address, etc., just to update the file properties. And then the file properties are updated, then my document is created and my Word document is created, and it's okay. Okay. The last part, of course, is to transform the Word document in PDF file. So to do that, we have an action for that. And I just put the PDF file in a specific library, and I create the PDF file. And the last part is to send my PDF file by email like this. So I send the email to the personal address, and in the advanced option, I have attached the PDF file to the mail. So if I go back to my mailbox, this one, you see that I have a contract that has been sent to me. And if I click on this contract, I will have automatically the PDF file that is available with all the same information, of course. Okay, so this contract is in French, but you see the mechanism, how to do that. So there is 2 different steps that are important. The first one is to create the Word document with all the different dynamic area where you need to have dynamic information. And the second one is to create your Power Automate just to generate your Word file or your PDF file automatically and send it to the user. So in the human resource process, there is a lot of more process that you can automate with Power Apps, Power Automate, SharePoint, and Office 365 Stack. So it was just 2 examples that we did with Kevin in the real life, and that's why we wanted to share with you those information. I don't know if you have any question about that. Just checking the...
So for now, we don't have any comments.
Okay.
So I want to thank you again, Kevin and Gilles. Thank you for us for the MVP days. And 1 second, let's add. Yeah, okay. So thank you very much, both of you, for this session. I think that we learned about how to process and automate HR. And I hope that in the next time that we will have a physical event, we will see you together here.
Sure, to be a pleasure.
So thank you very much
for your invitation.
You're welcome. So right now we are having a 15 minutes break. I will translate to Hebrew, so if you don't care. So יש לנו עכשיו 15 דקות הפסקה, ב-2:15 אנחנו ממשיכים עם הסשן הבא על ניהול של סביבות Power Platform. מומלץ להצטרף.
Thank you.